It's a beautiful day here in the Florida Keys, and today I'm gonna go out and see if I can collect everything I need to make dinner tonight. So come with me. First up, we gotta get the drinks for tonight. Luckily, my tree has a whole bunch of coconuts. Now that we've got the drink for tonight, it's time to see what else we can find. Today I'm craving snapper, but I don't have the patience for a rod and reel, so spear gun it is. As soon as I jumped in, the first thing I saw were all these limestone holes covered with life. Now, I was going to go out in the ocean today. Here in the Florida Keys, we have an ocean side and a bay side, but since it was a little rough on the ocean side, I decided to go to the bay. The bay side typically is more calm than the ocean side just because it's a lot more sheltered and more shallow. It ranges anywhere from about typically 1 foot to 8 feet. The next thing I saw while diving was this fallen marker. Now, these markers tell boats where it's going to be too shallow so that they don't end up running aground. But as you can see, when they fall over, they make great homes for the fish. As you can see, even this giant Goliath grouper likes to hang out here. Because he's here, I've got to be careful when I shoot a fish to bring it in quickly, otherwise he'll eat it right off the end of my spear. It's hard to tell his size from that video, but he's easily over 300 pounds. He's a big fish. I tried to line up a shot on a couple big snappers, but unfortunately they were just too quick and too smart for me. So I decided to change tactics. I decided what I'd do next is I would just hang on to the channel marker and be right above the Goliath grouper and sit and wait just like he does. And hopefully a snapper will come by and give me a good shot. As you can see, my patience ends up paying off because this big snapper comes right in. Unfortunately, I didn't see him at first, but once I did, I got the shot on him. It wasn't a perfect shot, but hey, it held, and now we have a snapper in the boat. Later in my dive, I found a big stone crab, so I reached my hand in the hole, and what do you know, he pinched me. He pinched me so hard that I managed to wiggle out so that my finger wasn't pinched anymore, but he still wasn't letting go of my glove. Once I eventually got my glove free, I pulled it out, and then I pushed my hand in from the other end and scared him out of his hole. After quite a bit of effort, I finally managed to get him out of the hole. Next, we have to measure his claws. That one's good, but as you can see, this one's too small since it doesn't go past the end of that gap. If they're both of legal size, it's legal to take both claws in the state of Florida, but since only one was big enough, that's the only one we're going to take. I just take my spear tip, jiggle it in between his armpit, and that actually makes him release his own claw. You don't want to break it off or that can severely injure the crab, but now he'll just go in his hole and he'll grow this back in a couple months. Careful what hole you look for stone crabs in, though, because not all of them have stone crabs. Some of them have these eels. I gave him a little boop, and then I was on my way to find this octopus. How cool is this? I typically don't see octopus here in the Keys when I'm diving, and this one was out during the day, which was even cooler. Typically, if you see them, you're going to see them at night because most species are nocturnal, but this guy was just chilling. And last but not least, to end my dive, I found this huge turtle swimming by. Always cool to see these. We ended the day with 2 snappers and a stone crab claw. After quickly filleting the snapper, we're ready to get to cooking. Tonight I'm just going for an easy fried fish sandwich. For the breading, I'm just going to be using this. I get the seasoned one just so I can make it really quick, but if you want to get the plain one, then season it yourself, otherwise it's really bland. We're just going to dunk our fillets into a bowl of water, that way the breading will stick, and then we pop them in the bag and shake, shake, shake. Once the fillets are nice and evenly coated, it's time to fry. I just fry them on either side until they're a nice golden brown. While those cook, we're going to boil our stone crab claw for 5 minutes. Once the stone crab's done, quickly put it in an ice bath. After the fish was done, I added it to a toasted bun with my favorite toppings. And just like that, dinner is served. We've got our coconut water with our fried snapper sliders and our stone crab claw. Now I'm gonna enjoy my feast, but get outside and see what you can find.